Every time I ride through Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm reminded why it's one of my favorite attractions at Disneyland. For so many of us, this ride is packed with childhood memories. We know the music, the smells, the scenes, even the dialogue by heart. I can still remember riding it as a child, hearing "Yo ho, a pirate's life for me" as we drifted through the caverns and wondering how Disney created something that felt so real. But over the years, that ride has slowly changed. Some of those changes have been welcomed by fans, others not so much. And now Disney has made another big update that's already getting people talking. So today I wanted to go over a brief history of Pirates of the Caribbean, how it's changed over the decades, and share my thoughts on its most recent edition. But before we set sail, if you love magical Disney content, I would love to have you subscribe. Every subscription helps bring me one step closer to my dream of creating Disney content full time. Now let's walk through New Orleans Square. Pirates of the Caribbean opened on March 18th, 1967. From the initial concept to opening day, it took about 6 years to build and cost $8 million. It was one of the last attractions that Walt Disney himself oversaw the development of, because he sadly passed 3 months before its opening. The original concept was envisioned as a walk-through wax museum dedicated to 18th century pirate history, and it was to be placed in New Orleans Square near a planned Thieves Market shopping district in Disneyland. But with advancements in technology and the success of Disney's first animatronics, the idea evolved into a boat ride featuring moving pirates, detailed sets, and captivating storytelling. And 60 years later, it's still one of the best rides that Disney has ever built. Now, over the years, there have been changes to this ride. Earliest, most significant one dates back to 1997. The famous chase scene that used to be the pirates chasing after the women was changed to the women holding trays of food to make it look like the pirates were pursuing the food and not the women. And then eventually it was changed again to the women just chasing the men. In 2006, following the massive success of Pirates of the Caribbean films, Disney decided to update the ride to include Jack Sparrow and Captain Hector Barbossa. And then later they added projections and voice audio clips of Davy Jones and Blackbeard. But one of the most controversial updates happened in 2018. The iconic bride auction scene was modified. They were no longer auctioning off wenches for brides, but the townspeople's stolen loot instead. The famous redhead was recast as a pirate named Red, who is now the auctioneer. Some fans loved the update, others felt an important piece of Disneyland history was removed. Fast forward to 2026, Disney has done it again with another big update. Pirates was closed on May 4th and reopened on June 26th, revealing something new. The Treasure Grotto had a new pirate with projecting mapping technology instead of an animatronic face. The story of this living pirate is he would pick up a cursed gold coin, and the act of touching it would trigger a transformation of his face, decaying into a skull. His arm would drop, breaking the curse and reverting him back to flesh. Then, consumed by greed, he would reach for the coin again, locking himself into an endless loop. Now for what I think. I actually have mixed feelings. I am an old school classic Disney girl. I loved Pirates just the way it was before they made any significant changes in 1997. I think Imagineering absolutely knocked it out of the park from a technological perspective. The transformation effect is really cool to see, and it's actually quite impressive. But at the same time, there was something eerie about that silent skeleton just sitting on top of all that treasure. It lets your imagination do the work to tell the story of what led up to that point of that pirate sitting there. Did he die from old age protecting his treasure? Did another pirate come and kill him while trying to steal it? That was the beauty of the silent. We came up with our own stories, and neither one was right or wrong. Another thing that I noticed is that it makes sound effects. Those sound effects interrupt the silence and draws your eye away from the elaborately decorated sets and draws it to the pirate instead, missing all the intricate details. Also, this modern technology is in the middle of 60-year-old technology, and it looks a little bit out of place. It probably would be better suited in a new modern attraction, such as the Coco ride that is coming soon to California Adventure. This technology would do well and flow beautifully. Neither approach is necessarily wrong. They're just very different styles of storytelling. And that's really the challenge with updating classic attractions. Every improvement risks replacing something people have loved for generations. Since this attraction has been back open for nearly 3 weeks now, I'm sure you've had the chance to either see it in person or have watched it on YouTube. So I want to hear from you. Do you like the new transforming pirate, or do you wish Disney had left the original skeleton alone? Let me know in the comments because I would love to hear what you think. See you next time on the park bench.